We'll do a quick little recap of basically what happened last time, and then we'll jump into what's hopefully gonna happen today. Hopefully today, Teagan will survive, and we'll have turtle soup. Maybe turtle elf soup. We're not sure how this is gonna work out. So last time, Adnan, after according to at least Portia and Doug, walked into Rashal's bookstore and instantly came back out. However, out of character, we all know he had a experience with time while being stuck in that bookstore. Even though Teagan vehemently said, "Don't go in there. Time is bad. Don't touch that magic. It's too strong. You'll probably die." Of course, nobody listened to Teagan, so luckily Adnan did not die. Uh, Suddenly, while arguing about where to do and what the next step was, a strange turtle walked up to you all, said that he was sent from the Church of the Raven Queen, had some information, and was here to help, at least as far as what he was paid to do. And looking through, or going to the Church of Bahamut, looking for Gerald, trying to get different paths, talking with Gerald, just reaffirmed that whatever is inside Teagan, it might not be a good idea for that piece to rejoin the other pieces, that Teagan could potentially be used against the group as a vessel and or murder you all just for funsies. Having the idea of trying to use time to their favor, the group went back to Rashal's bookstore, and Teagan went into the time loop. He wasn't able to see much, but he had an idea of where Rashal was based off of some information of Adnan saying when he was looking just through the door he could see, but once he walked in he didn't remember anything. Teagan cast message when just as he was able to see the actual magic of message being trapped in time actually moving. And then a portal opened up and out flew out this strange person landing on Teagan, pushing Teagan out of the building. Some kind of half-burnt, roguish-like man who was very confused, not sure where he was, but decided that since you all saved him from the demons that were chasing him, he would stick around to try and help repay the favor. You all then decided to go back to the temple and take a gamble on the ritual Gerald said that he could potentially do, but that the chances of Teagan's survival were 50-50 at best. Your new friend, Faust, has an ability to use mental powers to create a kind of bladed instrument that cuts at the very soul versus the physical body. So he offered his services in addition to this ritual. Just as the group was walking out of the entryway, Rashal showed up. Ragged, sunken in flesh, older than what you all remember, wheezing more than ever and coughing up a little bit of blood. He had with him a kind of diamond-like object inside of a three-footed. Oh man, I can't think of what those things are called. Platform that he said might be able to at least contain the whatever this entity thing is. Teagan, probably for the first time since anybody met him, showed some compassion for the old wizard and helped him sit down on a bench, made sure that he was being taken care of, and donated his flask of never-ending booze to the church as a quote donation. So we start back today with you all following Geralt as he's walking through the temple itself. And where usually, or at least where Adnan had been before, this is a different direction, a different hallway. And you all come up across excuse me. You all come up to what looks to be a door actually made out of platinum itself. And on it is a depiction of a large single-headed dragon battling a slightly smaller multi-headed dragon. And on either side of the door appears to be a couple of guards or knights or paladins, perhaps. Upon seeing you all with Geralt, they kind of start to push the door open because you can see the strain even they are having. So the door itself is very heavy. What opens before you is a set of stone stairs that goes down. And about every 15 feet, there's a small alcove dug into the stonework where a tiny candle is lit. And they're on opposite sides. So 15 feet, there's one on the right. 15 feet further, there's one on the left. And as you're going down these stairs, the temperature drastically changes. What was at least warm is now much colder. Not freezing, but just an obvious indication that you are below ground. The stairs at time circle and into a spiral going down before they go straight again, or not straight, but then instead of a spiral, they are more uniform, going straight down before they spiral again down. And you all travel for maybe about 10 minutes doing this before you find yourself in a hallway, at the T of a hallway, where there is a left and a right. And Gerald says, "Stay close. There are things trapped down here you do not want to let out. Do not open a door that you are not told to open. This is a prison of sorts for things we mortals cannot destroy. We shall now go to a containment chamber, so that should this fail, at least this entity can't escape. Or I hope." And so he goes right, leading you down. Again, stone kind of a darker gray stone pathway. It's about 10 feet wide. The hallway's maybe 8 feet tall. It's not very tall. Um, but the doors are strangely like half that. They're about 4 feet. So you have to when you get to wherever he's taking you, you'll have to bend down and go through. He leads you past 7, 8, 9 doors before coming to one on the left. And it's slightly ajar. Others have been definitely closed. This one is slightly ajar, and the door opens inward. He pushes it the west of the west, the rest of the way in, and gestures for you all to go in. Do you go in?
Ladies first.
Oh, thanks. I go in.
Easy enough for you. Even though you are a little bit taller now, you just got to scrunch just a teeny bit, and you fit right on through the door.
Are you coming?
Oh, I don't know why we're not going to the door, but okay. It's not walking in the door.
Think I was on mute. I was saying I was going through the door.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense now. Doug goes through the door, and the Tortle stayed upstairs with the Dragonborn. Stayed upstairs with Rashal.
I'll take a deep breath and head down to the door I go.
Okay. Excuse me. So when you all go into the door and Gerald follows behind you, he snaps his fingers and the sconces of the walls all light up. And then he shuts the door. And he traces his finger along the edge of the door, up the top, the left, and even the bottom before coming back up to where he completely traces the edge of the entire rectangular door. And when he does that, you can see a scripted language being like written on the door all around the barrier edge. And once he finishes, it flashes a bright silvery color before the door is gone and it's just a wall.
Yeah, that's comforting.
Um, what language does anybody know Celestial? One person knows Celestial. You would have been able to see that the script that was being written was a barrier of protection, a protection from evil, a abjuration based magic of a secondary barrier, in addition to transmutation magic to make the door solid with the wall. So it was 3 layers of barriers plus a physical one, but all in celestial. After he turns around, you all can see that in here, instead of the typical stone that you all have seen coming down and into this room, this seems to be more marble or some kind of polished white stone. It encompasses all six walls from ceiling, floor, and all 4 sides. up up on each corner, up top, where the three wall corners meet, that is where a sconce hangs, and it gives white light, not a yellow burnt light like a typical candle would. This is more like new age technology LED white light. But there is scribbling all around where borders of walls meet. Um, Foss being the only one who can read Celestial, it's more of the same. It's more barrier magics, containment magics, things to keep things trapped within here. This is meant to be a cell, basically. On the floor is a ritual circle of different languages. There are some bits of Celestial, some bits of ancient Draconic, some that are in, if you understand it, Abyssal. I mean, they're the the levels of languages that are tied into the ritual in the center are crazy. Gerald walks over to there, puts his hand onto the center, and starts to lift his hand up. And when he does so, the floor within a 3 foot by 6 foot section starts to rise. Almost as though there's some kind of like altar or pedestal or something that is within the floor now rising up. And when it's about 4 feet up, he gestures to Teagan and says, "If you would be so kind, please lie down." And Teagan says, "Fudge you, apparently."
I'll nudge Tegan and tell him his deathbed awaits.
Oh
I'm gonna
no.
like look around the room and just be like, well, I'm not getting out of here if this goes wrong. It's like that visible gulp and be like, all right.
What a bad time. Teagan, come back.
Feel like he knew he was going to die, and that's why he gave away Potter. He knew that a dead man couldn't use Potter.
I heard that.
Well, hey, there he is!
Sorry, I don't know. My computer just randomly said, "Hey, go fuck yourself. I'm turning off."
Probably Windows.
It was trying to save you.
Yeah. First thing tomorrow, flash the hard drive. It'll work better.
So Teagan, did you hear? What was the last thing that you heard?
Something about Abyssal, and then
Gotcha.
Come home, my son. That's what he heard in a celestial voice.
Basically, Gerald in the center of the room made a platform rise up that is big enough for you to lay on, and has gestured and requested for you to lay on it.
oh, did he now?
Yes.
Is there a pillow?
No.
5-star accommodation, my
Uh,
ass. I will go ahead and. Do I have to like take stuff off and things, or do I just get up? And... Yeah, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna start pulling out all the stuff out of my robes. I've got a few flasks up here, a few flasks down there, a couple more flasks way down there. I got a couple flasks way back there. The one that's back there. We'll pull all those out, and I'm just gonna hand them all to Adnan. So do not lose any of these.
No worries. No worries. I'll make sure they get to your casket.
Ah! No faith. and then
So
I
you go
will go ahead and I will climb up on this pedestal. I'm gonna give him an evil, well, not an evil glare, but I'm gonna give him a glare.
Okay. And then do you lay down?
Yes.
Okay. Um, when you lay down, bits of the pedestal rotate around your arms and your legs, trapping
What in
you
the shit?
trapping you onto the platform itself.
You know what? On second thought, add none, buddy. So the red flask, the one right there, the red one. I don't smell it. Just open it up and just go ahead and hit me with 1, 2, 10 of them. Let's just
I will accommodate Teagan's waterboarding request.
not no.
You broke the DM.
Thought
If
it
I
was
don't make it, oh, I swear.
I thought it was an odd request, but fuck it.
Oh
People on
man!
death row. People on death row
Listen,
get what they want.
that is awfully brotherly of you. Oh man! So as you're taking some drinks there, your legs have been, instead of being straight, have been spread a little bit in order to put the pedestal and that diamond in between your knees.
As long as that's the only thing going between my spread legs.
No
Now,
problem. No
Chelsea man,
promises.
starting to regret getting rid of Potter right now. Normally I have to have a few more drinks than this.
He kind of looks at all of you and goes, "So, do any of you know how to activate that? We're just hoping it's going to work on its own."
Activate what?
The object Rashal gave you.
Yeah, I have no idea. Hey, Teagan, did he give you instructions on how to use this thing?
Performance issues. I mean, I
Did we?
no, maybe yes. I don't remember.
Something
I've
about.
you
Go
go.
ahead. You
Oh
probably
no,
know.
I was just gonna say I would look over and see if there was any like arcane runes or something. Maybe if you give it a bit of magic somewhere, it'll start.
Give me an investigation check, Faust.
Just tickle its like magic senses or something.
It's sitting
29.
between my legs. We would all be tickling anything right now.
Yeah. Rubbing it and blowing on it always works.
Oh, I
Oh
swear to
man.
God, Ednon, if you spit on it,
Gone for a month and a half. Just get it out, guys. Let it out. I mean, obviously, it's been pent up for way too long. You just gotta release it.
I I can actually make that a bit higher if you'd like. If it...
You're 29 and can fudge off their patches. Looking over the diamond and um, the base it's in, you don't see any sort of scribblings or etchings. You don't feel anything. You're not sure.
My best get, guys, is going to be that once it sees the bad thing, we push it into it and hope for the best.
Didn't Rashal say, to like put the purple people eater energy into the prism?
Yep.
and
I
how
don't
would
know.
you suppose I put the purple people eater energy into the prism? I haven't drank that much. It's not time yet, so
I don't know. I'm just repeating what I thought I heard. You're the
I
magic-y person over there. I'm just swinging around the war pick.
Look, I'm
Just-
sober right now. It's not gonna work.
Thinking outside the box, what if we put the containment unit in Teagan?
But then how would we use it when we go to the mines?
Wouldn't it
How
suck
would
the
we-
purple thing out of Teagan?
And how do you propose we put it into Teagan without killing him?
How big is it?
I'm clenching my ass cheeks.
This guy.
I mean, will it fit? You got to cut him open, right?
Not physically, no.
No, there's no cutting.
Oh,
No.
I thought there was cutting involved. That's why you were all locked up, like so that you can't move or fight.
So your friend Faust here can create a knife that will cut soul. So we're going to attempt, instead of just me ripping this thing out of Tegan's soul and potentially shattering it into oblivion, while I pull, your friend here will make minor cuts and hope that we get an entire soul instead of a shattered one at the end of the procedure. That was the cutting.
Can anyone send a message to Rishal?
I'm gonna like gesture to the runes and be like, I don't think even magic will get us out of this one. Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe we should have brought the old man with us.
I'll like gesture to the circles and be like, yeah, that's gonna keep us in for a while. All the runes around and be like, yeah.
well, you two are the experts, so I'm just going to stand alongside the wall with Portia and we'll cheer you on.
I can shove creatures. I don't really know if this would count as a creature, but like if it does get loose, maybe we can position ourselves with this box, and I can try to pull or push it with the.
All right.
priest.
Let's try this, okay? All right. So we've got the crystal of doom right here between my legs, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn and look at Mr. Churchy Man. So you, Churchy Man. I don't remember your name.
Gerald.
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 Churchy Man Gerald. My man Gerald. The man who's not gonna let me die, Gerald. I'm going to, maybe close my eyes and maybe ask Mr. Purple People Eater, hey, little Purple People Eater friend, do you want to come out and play? And if he does, then you pull and this guy, he snip, and not too much snip. He just snip, and then right into the crystal of doom it goes, eh? Sounds like a great plan. Adnan, can I have one of those flasks?
You can, because I'm drinking pretty heavy right now. I'm really worried about the little purple people, man.
All your flasks are going to be empty by the time this ritual is complete. Oh, that's funny.
So, are we in agreement that that's what we're going to try?
Are you prepared?
Hell no, do I look prepared? No. But yes.
Well, it's a good thing that they've locked your arms and legs down. This will probably hurt.
Really, Foz?
I believe
Oh, I swear to God, if I die, you're the first one I kill.
Thought it was a good thing that they were going to make sure he didn't thrash about. It might make this very hard. Oh gosh.
All right, so that's okay. That's what we're doing. All right, that's the way. This is the way. Flask. Adnan, pay attention. Q, come on, flask.
I thought you had guzzled all the flasks. I'll frantically try to find one that's got some liquid in it.
Okay, that's terrifying as well as. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes
You might.
and I'm gonna try to see if I can contact the purple people eater creature because I've not contacted him since that day.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, maybe not.
Okay. As you are closing your eyes and you're kind of focusing within, um, Adnan, Portia, and Doug, Gerald, he says, I think you all should actually stay against the wall, and I will put another barrier in front of you. If this thing gets out, I might be able to help one other person. And he points over to Faust. He goes, I don't know if I could protect more.
Hey, new guy, don't fail. And I make sure I stand over by Adnan, and I start looking at the flasks. Just kind of like I've kind of got my like war pig under this arm, and I'm worried, so I start looking for something to drink.
Those
Great.
flasks you don't.
Great thinking, Gerald. And I back up against the wall and I hand Portia one of the flasks that has some remnants in it.
Thank you.
As you three are against the wall, Gerald comes over and on the floor starts tracing things on the ground, and in such a way that like keeps you within a bubble. And when he finishes it, you can visibly see um, some kind of a barrier rising up from the floor to the ceiling, completely encompassing you. You can see through it, but it's like looking through a bubble. Some of it has multiple color sheen to it, purples and greens. Um, he says, "Now that is a soul barrier. If you physically go past it, it will break. It's not meant to contain you in. It's meant to keep things out. So don't leave it. Don't poke it." And then he turns back over to Teagan and Faust. Teagan, what do you say to the purple people eater inside your soul, trying to consume you from the inside?
Well, I'm gonna start by saying hello. Hello. So last time we had a little chit chat. You promised me one thing and you said you were gonna do another thing, and we haven't talked since then. So I think maybe we should have a little heart to heart, little conversation. Nothing.
Nothing yet.
Right.
Silence.
Man, I mean, you seemed so forthcoming the first time we conversated. Maybe, I don't know. Are you scared?
What do I have to be afraid of?
There you are, Peaches and Keyream. Look at you. So, hey, we need to chat.
Why?
Well, because I think we should have more of a face-to-face conversation. I mean, here I am. I gotta close my eyes so I could envision you to be anything, right?
Hmm?
That would be
Wonder what you
weird.
would look like if you were wearing a clown costume. Did you
You
have a big red
continue
nose?
with the jokes. I'll possess you soon enough.
Oh, man, now here you go with your false promises, okay? So, you don't have to possess. We could have a little, co-op. We could hold hands, take long walks on the beach, things like that. So why don't you come on out and say hi, say hello? I'd love to honk your wee little red nose. Do you have a name? What's your name? Everybody just calls you the Purple People Eater. I'm like, nah, I mean, that's kind of a shite stage name, even. Is your name Carl? Maybe it's Claire. Had a wee bit too much of the smoke, have you? Got that deep voice. Oh, you're definitely a Claire. I mean, giving me the silent treatment and all, that's seriously a woman thing to do. Yeah, no?
No response.
Alright, fuckface. That's what we're gonna do. You're gonna come forward, we're gonna have a chat, and I'm gonna come in there and I'm gonna put my left foot right square up your right ass cheek.
That would
Honking
be
the
your
clown nose.
own ass cheek.
Well, it'd be awkward, but it happened. Come on now. You, me,
No
Potter.
need to rush.
Potter.
In a couple
I'll
of
tell you what, here's
hours,
what's gonna
I'll
happen.
own you.
You either come out now and say hello, and we have a chat, and we work this out, or I'm gonna open my eyes, and I'm gonna have my friend just lop me head right off, and then you're fucked. Claire, come on now. I'd ask you if you're
Struggling
mad at
is
me, but
useless.
clearly. So how do you do the Purple People Eater thing? How do you do the eyes? No. So when I'm doing this and I'm envisioning this, I get my eyes closed. I'm kind of in my own little headspace, right? So I can see there's no one there, right?
Yeah, there's nothing. You haven't seen the purple eyes. There's been no.
But it's in me mind, right?
Yes.
All right. So in my mind, I can do anything I want. So if you're in my mind, that means I can make you appear. But I can make you. You know what? I'm gonna snap me fingers and I'm gonna make the Purple People Eater appear in my mind. It's my mind. Come on, Claire. Let's go.
Give me a intelligence roll.
Claire. Oh, come now. You don't have to put all the clown makeup on for me, just a wee red nose.
With your 21 and you're trying to summon whatever this is into your mind space. It has. It doesn't seem to work. Whether that is your mental capacities are lacking, or it's not a mental thing. Like it didn't lash onto your mind. It's not the same battleground.
What? All right. Well, then I'll open my eyes. I'm gonna look at the rest of them and say, "Well, I tried, but Claire clearly doesn't want to come out and say hi." She did say hello, but it was all cheeky and. Oh, I wait. In 12 hours you'll be mine. Blah blah blah. I think that the
So,
purple people eater Adnan is really a woman.
Can I hear what he's saying?
Well, I'm saying it to you.
I didn't know if that barrier was. I'm gonna yell back to Teagan. I'm not moving from like I am planted to the ground and glued to that wall. But I will yell back to Teagan. Why don't you tell the purple thing that I'm out here? The one who got away.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So I'm gonna go up to close my eyes.
okay.
Claire, hello, purple people eater, clown face Claire. Guess who's here with me? It's an old friend of yours. You had him once, but then he was all like wee 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 all the way home and got away from you. No. Yes.
Give me
You remember
a
my friend Adnan, right?
intelligence roll with advantage. There's 1 and 2.
Claire.
You do get, at the mention of Adnan's name, you do hear a kind of guttural growl echoing within your mind's space.
Oh, so the cheeky clown Claire does recognize Adnan. Well, him and I have had long talks about you. We have? Yep, how you and him and you were all like, except he was way over here and you were way over here. He also said you had a bit of a body odor problem too. Did you? Have you ever thought about taking a bath? Sometimes you should take a bath. It'll help. Maybe the men won't run away from you in your life that way. Shaving your legs helps too, just saying. And for the love of man, stop with the silent treatment already.
I'll start yelling, Claire.
Oh, there he is. He told me to tell you to sod off. He did. Said didn't want to see your ugly face ever again. Something about you owed him money. I don't know. I mean, his mom was upset with your mom. It was a whole big fight of the exes.
Give me an intimidation roll.
From my dealings with the purple people eater, would I have insight into what it's really after? If it's after multiple souls?
Um, you, I mean, you remember some of being captured by it. Most of the time, the main thing that you recall is I don't know if it's not hatred, but it's kind of a level of madness for being denied, like obsession over being rejected. That was kind of the key point and was like a source of strength from you for you that even though you were on the edge of breaking before your allies and friends came in to save you, just just knowing that there was a button that you could push.
So
Now you don't remember
thinking,
everything that transpired because what happened there was longer than the material timeline. But
Thinking back on that, I will I will yell out and provoke, challenge Claire, as you know, hey, do you want to have another go at me? You sure you don't want to leave a loss in your book? Because I'm here now.
Hey, Claire, you hear that? You got a chance to get rid of that red in your ledger. I'll tell you what, Claire, I'll make you a deal. You come out and play, and I'll be on your side, but not. But he'll think I'm on his side, right? Right? You come out and play. Come on now. You can
know,
do it, you
Teagan,
cheeky bastard.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, this this is going to take a turn.
Not very wise.
As you are egging Claire on, as we've now dubbed the Purple People Eater as now Claire,
You're welcome.
your mind goes blank as finally the purple eyes open up and stare at you. Before tendrils of purple energy escape out of the eyes and just kind of wrap around you and pull you into what now opens up to reveal a purple mouth and consumes you. The rest of you see Teagan's body arch up. And does anybody here know Abyssal? Nobody knows Abyssal? Nobody? Nobody? Okay.
No, not unless you mean Elvish.
Nope. Nope.
I do. I know it. I do.
Sadly, you are consumed.
Oh.
So you failed your wisdom save. Sorry, buddy. The rest of you hear something in a guttural language that you don't understand. And Doug, Portia, and Adnan, that barrier that is there, you can see start to shake visibly as something is impacting it, but nothing visible.
It's like Teagan being used as a tic tac. That's what's something.
As Teagan's head turns over and looks in your direction, Adnan, and the eyes, same color purple that you remember. And you can see Teagan's body is squirming and pulling against the restraints. Up above on the ceiling, the runes that were not visible before start to glow and shine down a bright silvery light. And whatever is taken over Teagan lets out a the diamond thing that is between Teagan's knees starts to glow, and the diamond itself rises out of the pedestal that it's in. And Gerald looks around and looks over at you, Foss, and goes, "Now." And he puts his hand on Teagan's chest, pushing Teagan's body back onto the table. Teagan's head goes from looking at you, Adnan, to looking back towards this thing that's holding it down, looking over, struggling against the restraints. Foss, you're able to see a silver light shine out of Gerald's hands. And the shirt, robes, whatever Teagan still had on his chest, burn away. And he lifts his hand up, and the rest of you too, can see some kind of dimly glowing silver version of Teagan being pulled out of his body. From the chest up, being pulled out. And around that heart area is a big mass of purple energy with tendrils going throughout the spectral form of Teagan, to include some that are now wrapping and growing over Teagan's mind. Geralt, as he, with one hand lifting Teagan's soul out of his body, with the other hand reaches into it, his left hand completely aglow with silvery light, and now on the walls start lighting up with these silvery runes as well, and they start to direct energy into Geralt, and Geralt starts pulling this black thing out, and he looks over at Faust. Go! I need you to make an attack.
Be ready to do that and attack. Can I use my steady action bonus action to attack it? No, we're just attacking. Alright, I'm attacking.
Can I give him inspiration in all this?
23.
It's I think you're kind of in shock at how things have quickly went from a 0 to very, very quickly. Like, you were expecting some kind of reaction, but not Teagan being possessed and something lashing out at the barrier action. With a 23, I need you to roll damage.
I hope that priest counts as an ally.
I'll allow it. Hell yeah.
So I probably get pushed back by that false force because I'm probably not behind the shield, so I assume it probably pushes me back, and I'll have to kind of like rush back forward as I'm like slowly trying.
No,
to
that energy was focused on Adnan.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, it has nothing has come after you at all. It's like paying no attention. It will here in a minute though, because as Gerald lifts up one of the tendrils and you very precisely make a very quick cut before your blade vanishes, because you can only maintain it for so long. The tendril turns into smoke, and that smoke drifts over into the rhombus diamond and is absorbed by it. And so now there's a little bit of a purpley smoke inside this diamond-like thing. And the one tendril that was growing down into Teagan's leg has been removed. And then Gerald has to like take his hand back out, the one that's all aglow in silver, and pushes Teagan's soul back into his body. And you Faust, you can see he's sweating like that. Even just that took a level of concentration that maybe he's not used to, or that he hasn't had to do before, or magics are in place here that are beyond anybody in this room. And he looks back at you. He goes, "Are you ready?" And he pulls Teagan's soul out again, and again, his left hand, silver, shoves into and pulls out, or at least tries to pull out. Here we go. Another tendril. Ooh, and he does. He pulls out another tendril, and he goes, and he's shaking. Go! 21. That will... Oh, you're not rolling with advantage. What happened to rolling?
You told me that it was like serious. Like it was like, oh wait, do I get advantage now?
You're the bonus action to give yourself advantage for the next attack roll, right?
21.
Oh dear. Oh, that's okay. When you do so, click the icon, like either the in front of the word, because it'll populate everything then.
Okay. Yep.
You're good. So go ahead and click either one of those since they're both the same for the damage. Nice. 12 points. Heck yeah. I don't like that my somber music doesn't continue.
Seeing this repetitive process, Adnan's got an idea if he has a chance.
What do you want to do?
I want to try to cast Mage Hand into that beyond that barrier in the room and use it to help when he goes to pull out tendrils so that Faust can cut him. Kind of giving
Okay.
him advantage or helping him out.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I like this idea. Gerald pushes the soul back again, and you guys can see when the soul is out, Teagan's not, like, the body just lays limp. There's nothing happening. So that when the soul's pushed back, like, Teagan goes, breathes again. Teagan, I need you to make another wisdom save.
Christ.
Jesus, Teagan.
Still
It's because I'm sober.
Still lost. Still lost to the entity that is now dubbed Claire. But that second tendril did also go into the diamond thing. When he pushes the soul back down, he goes, "Okay, we're gonna go for the arm next." And he pulls Teagan's body out. Hand as a silver, shoves in, pulls out, and then Adnan, how are you gonna have the mage hand help? What's your idea here?
So as I see this dark tendril, like I see the silver hand grasp something, I'm gonna take the mage hand and kind of cup that silver, like his hand, and assist on bringing it up. So I'm
Okay.
helping him pull.
Gotcha. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, damn it. Arcana.
Can't be any worse than my wisdom save throws. Or it can.
I like how you go, or it can.
I mean, it's not a 1.
It's not one. The tendril is up, Faust.
Here we go, boys. Oh, I got a crit.
Oh! For 22 points of total damage. Damn, son. Nice.
This thing's gonna hate me. Oh no.
I'm glad you fell in our lap.
As you cut this one, it's a relatively long piece. It was almost down to the fingertips of Adnan, and that just, the whole thing just is ripped out and almost fed to the rhombus diamond thing. And again, pushes the soul back down in, and he looks over at you and he goes, "Okay. There's one more for the brain before the main one."
Oh, the main vein.
Here we go. Pull. Silver. Reach. Does he succeed in pulling it out? Adnan, are you mage handing again?
Hell yeah.
Give me Arcana check.
Damn it.
Shit. Oh!
Fuck yeah.
That was a natural 20 too. All right.
That's fantastic, because I gave him advantage on the pull because he would have failed otherwise. Between the two of you, those of you that can see, watch as there's up inside Tendril's mind or head skull. There's these wrappings around what would be his brain, and with the help of Adnan and the mage hand, Gerald was able to pull those tendrils out and pull it up for Faust to attack. And 10. Is that what that is? 18 to attack? 18 will hit, yes. For 12 more points. Jiminy Christmas, man. That one, instead of turning into smoke, almost starts to congeal and form a small purple bead that tries to shoot towards you, Faust, before the rhombus diamond thing glows, and you can. It's like as it's coming towards you, it's being pulled. For it too goes into the rhombus thing, and again, the body or the soul of Teagan is pushed back into his body, and Gerald looks over at you, Faust, and goes, He's doing one of these numbers. He's definitely on whatever little bits of energy that he's got. This is it. He goes, "You're gonna have to make multiple quick cuts."
No more accuracy then. I'm guessing we have to use my bonus action for the other thing.
I don't know if I can pull it out. Again,
Okay.
and for what we hope is the last and final time, as Teagan's soul is yet again pulled out of his body. And instead of the typical way that they were doing, where Teagan's soul was only lifted up a little bit, this is like ripped up and out. And the silver hand goes from the back, pushing the purple stuff out of the chest. And you can see there's multiple tiny tendrils, but there's two really long ones that are wrapped around Teagan's heart. And he is like both arms are shaking, and you see it slowly his hand is slowly going down. You need to make your 2 attacks.
Would I have had an opportunity to give him inspiration?
How would you inspire Faust at this time?
So I would yell out to Faust, your aim has been true, your strength has been great. Just keep on doing what you got. Focus on the task at hand, and we'll help you. You've got this, no problem. Words of encouragement.
Okay. Okay. How much does what's the die for your inspiration? Is it a D6 right now still? Or is it upgraded?
I was just looking for that. It is still a D6.
Okay. Foss, without knowing the result, do you wish to use your inspiration at this time?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll a D6. Yeah. You can hit the dice of the roll 20. There you go. Okay. And for your second attack,
Bonus action. 18.
and sneak attack doesn't count for the bonus action attack, but 7 more points.
Sorry, it automatically popped up in my head.
No, you're good. You're good. As Faust, hands ready, You see it shaking for a little bit, but the words of encouragement from Adnan, he kind of calms down. And in all, it seems like one quick motion cuts these two tendrils. And as Gerald is finishing pushing, now the entire arm, shoulder, half his body aglow with this silver energy as he shoves Teagan's body down and forces the rest of this purple energy against the crystal. The crystal absorbs the purple energy. And Gerald collapses on the ground. Teagan. You are you again, sir.
You sure you don't need another failed wisdom saving throw?
No, Teagan, you've done enough.
As Faust did 1 point more than this thing's hit points. It had 70 HP. He did 71 total points of damage to it.
Well, he can stay then. He's all right by me. Am I awake? Am my eyes open?
You are awake. You're different. You definitely have just a general tiredness all over your body. And the times when your body was lifted out, you were aware. You weren't conscious, but you were aware of the things happening. You had a kind of sense about them. But as soon as your body was put, or your soul was put back into your body, you were gone again. You have a pain that you can't explain. But you don't feel that weird coldness inside anymore. You feel a little lighter. As you look around, Faust is kind of just bracing himself on the table, panting heavily, sweat dripping down his forehead. The rhombus thing that was glowing has come back to the base that is in between your knees, and as you look down, you can see, first of all, a handprint on your chest. Burnt but not burning. Some kind of searing energy is maybe permanently there. Your clothes, from the neck down to your waist, they're non-existent. Over your shoulders, they're still there. On your back, they're still there. You still have your pants on, but whatever was from here to here just disintegrated. You are still bound. You don't see Gerald anywhere, but you do see Doug, Portia, and Adnan see them up against the wall with shock in their eyes.
Alright, well, first thing I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna open my eyes, I'm gonna look around, I'm gonna look down, I'm gonna look down again, strain, get a little cheeky smile. I'm gonna spin my head over, and I'm gonna look at Adnan and Parsha and Dog, and I'm gonna say, I think that may have worked. I look at Faust. And mutter says, "You look like you could use a drink."
I need
And-
to go do regular fixing of people.
And then I'm gonna ask where Jeremy the churchy man went. And can I get out of here? Can somebody get me off this damn table?
I'm gonna. Oh, you go.
I say to shit, I need to get off this table because I was just like a tic tac for Claire.
I am literally embracing Portia right now.
I know. Like I imagine that Portia is like whoever's on her right side that she has her hand, she's grabbed them because she's gone through something similar. So she's just like probably got Doug's hand in one arm on one arm and being hugged by Adnan on the other, and we're just all kind of like, uh. And then I realized, did you say that you tinkled on the orb?
Someone
Did you say you
tink-
pissed? Did he piss on the orb? I could have sworn I thought he said he pissed on the orb.
I mean, his pants aren't down, so he'd be just peeing himself. I doubt he would do that.
Oh, I thought he did. I'm sorry, I misunderstood what you said then, because I was gonna say, well, if he's pissing on shit, then Teagan's back.
Well, I'm still strapped down. All right.
Yeah.
So let's not rule that out.
uh,
I don't
someone
know
wanna
where your head's at though.
check on the
Yeah, I was.
Where's,
I was about
where's
to
the
say.
touchy man?
Gerald?
I'm assuming my pack's probably a little bit further away from the actual pedestal where Teagan is laying.
Yeah, wherever you set it down.
I'll just use telekinesis to like drag it over, and I'll pull out my healer's kit, and I'll be walking around the table to go check to see if the priest is still breathing. And
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
If I go up to the table, can I see on the table, or is it like 50 feet above my head?
No, it's only like 3.5 feet off the ground. It's not.
Okay, it's not like elevated really high or anything.
Well,
Mm-mm.
hold on, Portia. You can't leave the bubble until we know it's all clear.
Okay. I guess I got jerked back towards the wall.
I
If
guess
you
I'll,
took a step forward, the bubble is popped.
Yeah, I went to step forward.
The bubble is popped, and the runes are no longer on the ground. Medicine check of 8.
Yeah.
He's breathing, not conscious.
I'm just gonna look over at the bubble that just popped, and I'm just be like, he's breathing. That's a good thing. I'm not really awake, and he was the person who got us into this room, so
Well, I go since I'm now free. It's okay, Adnan. It's okay. We've been through enough of these. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. I go over to Gerald, and okay, let's see if I can make this work. I've learned something new, but I'm not quite sure how it works yet. And I cast Cure Wounds.
How do you cast Cure Wounds? What does your Cure Wounds look like, Miss? I just swing a pickaxe.
I know. Oh, that's a really good question. Because I do just swing a pickaxe. Oh.
Do you just take your pickaxe and one end of it, stick it into poor Gerald's body, and goes, "Cure your wounds," and rip it out and hope that it works, or
It claps her hands together and warms them up. And
wait,
I
her
only
her
have
hands?
Oh,
Yeah, so like I got the war pick in this one, and it is a touch. Do I have to like physically touch him, or can I touch him with like the non-pointy end of my?
It
war
is
pick?
a touch spell.
Okay.
sometimes you have to check the oil.
who wants me to
Checking
hold
the
your
oil.
axe? What is the go? What time to touch his body?
Dan!
No, I can't touch the axe. So I put the axe under my arm, my left arm, and
Uh-huh.
I touch his shoulder. And
Okay.
please work. I don't know if this is supposed to work. I think it'll work. I'm not quite sure if this will work. And cast Cure Wounds.
God, I hope he's not dehydrated.
I've got some water somewhere in my pack.
You guys are terrible.
It's supposed to be a 3. I accidentally hit it.
Okay. So for the first time ever, Portia casts Cure Wounds. And you do feel a kind of warm energy leave out your hand and into Gerald's body. There doesn't appear to be any kind of response from it.
Hello, hi, how you doing? It's me, Teagan, your friendly neighborhood wizard. Do you think maybe you could get me out of the table, please?
Um,
We got Gerald down on the ground. I think
Isn't he supposed to be the one to get you out of the table?
All right, fine.
I mean, I can
Keep
check
keep
your luck.
making sense. That's fine. I get it. Whatever. All right. So here's what you do. Adnon.
Oh my
you
gosh,
remember-
when I put it on like the calendar, moon calendar, you actually took me seriously? I am so thrilled. Normally you just blow me off and call me a little kid. Okay.
Portia, I think the beast is still in him. He's got the mark of the beast on his chest.
You're
don't know
fixing
what
to
that
have the
is.
mark of my foot in your ass.
Fosk,
All
we
right,
may need
so-
we may need your tools again.
Oh, put those away.
Tegan,
I-
here's a flask while we deal with, as you
No,
call him.
take the damn flask and just
Whoa.
give him a little sippy sip. Give it to Jason, the churchy man down there.
Gerald.
Gerald.
Yeah,
Close.
Jeremy. That's what I said.
The
I
man
know.
just saved your life with Faust. You might want to remember his name's Gerald.
He might be really,
okay,
really
all
tired.
right,
Does
all
anybody
right, well,
want to
let's just
smack
sh-
him? Maybe see if that
wait,
wakes him up.
wait. That man. I mean, I can only remember certain things, but I'm pretty sure he just checked my. And then all of a sudden I wake up and I'm like, oh, my chest hurts. I get a little burn. Oh my! He lets his hands on me. Give him a little bit of the sauce. He'll wake up. It'll be all right. Trust me. Use the black pouch though, not the red one. Use the black one.
Is he breathing?
He is. Geralt is breathing.
I'll pinch his nose and keep his mouth shut.
What are you doing?
I'm going to give it about 30 seconds. He might just wake up, like gasping. If not, I'll let him breathe again.
Okay, so while he's doing that,
Okay,
I go
so-
check the
No reaction.
Pinch
Okay,
the
but-
nose in the black flask. Give him the black flask.
I will let him have a. I will take a little bit of the black flask and kind of.
Not too much, because I want what's left.
I'll pull his bottom lip out and put a little couple drops in there as best I can.
Are you guys
Give me-
poisoning him?
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
we have no idea.
People are yelling at me, and I'm just doing shit at this point. I don't know.
Give me a medicine check there, Adnan.
Oh, Christ. Listen, guys, one thing I should have studied more of was medicine. Who knew I was a fucking genius today?
You succeeded not making him choke to death on the whatever it is that you're listening to Teagan to give the guy unconscious on the ground a drink.
Black pepper fire rum.
There is
Black flask.
some coughing, but it seems more just a body reaction. Gerald doesn't have any kind of response other than
Adnan,
that.
did that work? Did he wake up?
No, I believe he's just exhausted from saving your ass. I think it's just
Wait. Stop. You did the black flask, right? You used the black flask.
yeah, and I poured it like
Ah,
a
shit, I meant the blue flask.
You but
Shit.
you said black
Shit.
flask.
I'm confused. I'm flat on my back here. I've got a mark of the beast on my hands here, and somebody just gave me a proctology exam. Use the blue flask. Trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. We'll repeat that process.
I take a look at the bands on Tegan's arms to see if they can snap off or key off or anything like that.
It's the blue one.
Get the feeling we're just drowning this poor guy, but
He'll wake up eventually with a hell of a hangover.
So what's in the blue one now, Teagan?
Water. Blue. Water. Hello.
That is like the smartest thing Teagan said all game.
Water.
George,
But what?
carry on
But
drinking
hang
until
on.
you're in a
But
drip.
what kind of water? Is this like water boy water from the glaciers of the frozen North water,
This is
or
high quality H2O.
is this? Yeah, just before you took a shat in the well, you pulled up some water. Like what kind
Oh
of?
no, it's I mean more like waffle stomp on a deuce down a drain kind of water. But no, it's regular water. It's collected spring water.
I give Tegan a really weird look. Since when do you carry water? You always dump it out.
Do you guys really think that I drink alcohol all the time?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Half my flasks are
absolutely.
full of water. It's a mind game. Just give him the water. I need to get off this table.
Oh, I will do as you say.
Oh,
You
all right.
kill him.
I need you to make another medicine check, Adnan, to see if you
Oh,
if you
jeez.
drown the guy or not.
Just
But
a little bit. Right? A wee amount.
what? While you all are trying to bring poor Gerald back,
I'm a fucking medic today.
Faust, with your telepathy, what do you
No.
say to the entity inside of the crystal?
I wanted to ask what it is. I was like, what are you? I rolled a 1. 50-50.
You get a response. And it's less words than images that come across. And it's of you and another figure holding hands and in a cheery smile going down the road. You and another figure conquering your enemies. You and another figure reading through an endless library. And then at the end of these images, you get, that's what I am. With a 14, Adnan, with your medicine check, you have succeeded in pouring water down poor Gerald's gullet without killing him. But there doesn't seem to still be any response other than a natural body one of a little bit of choking and automatic swallowing.
Just gonna lay him on his side,
Okay.
and let him. I'll take my pack and put it under his head, just to let him recover. I think he's just exhausted. I think he just needs some time. And I'll go by Teagan and see if there's something I can figure out to get him out of his shackles.
The inscriptions that you see all on the platform that Teagan's on is the language you don't know. So you're not sure.
Teagan, it looks like you're going to be here for a minute, because there's a bunch of ruins all over this that I have no clue what they are. I get the feeling
Can I see any of the runes? Any of the language? Can I see any of it?
Yeah. I mean, when you like look over to your right a little, because you can lift up a little bit, like your hands are bound at the wrist down, so you still have some motion up to move, and you can see the runes. Yeah.
I'm going to study the runes and try to remember if I know what they may say, whether it be an arcane language or a religious language.
Actually, Teagan, I have an idea. Lay very still, and I am going to go down to my pack, and I am going to retrieve an owl feather, and I am going to keep it down below the table so he doesn't see it. And I will go by his feet, and I will use that owl feather, and I will start tickling his feet. My thought is that it will send him into hysterical spasms where he is moving all about and just pull himself free automatically. Kind of like kids do sometimes.
So when he was possessed by the entity that was struggling, that had way more strength than Teagan, that couldn't break free. But your idea is a human who's being tickled can.
Absolutely. I'm glad you followed that logic, because what'll happen is he'll just pull himself, like, they kind of, kids do that weird thing with their hands and just, he'll pop right through. Didn't know
Sure,
it the whole
sure,
time that he
sure.
wasn't.
He's
Gerald
got-
didn't want to trap
he's
him.
got-
He just wanted him to feel that way.
He's got boots on.
Don't you fucking dare.
I'm sorry, Teagan. This is for the best.
Oh.
I will take a boot off and I will tickle the shit out of him.
Oh, you righteous fuck you.
He will come free or he will have a damn good time.
Oh, okay. All right.
This is like a bad bachelor party gone wild.
Tickling. I've got to
Strapped
figure out
to a
mechanics for
table, my shirt
tickling
burned,
in
got a
D and
fucking
D.
mark on my chest.
Awesome.
Just had a proctologist exam.
Nope. That's Saturday was moon kits. Today is tickling. Yep. All right.
I mean, you got to work with the
So,
tools you got.
I'm gonna say, Adnan, give me a performance check.
Okay.
And Adnan, not Adnan, Teagan, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, yeah. Natural 20, baby.
Natural 20 versus a 14. Teagan, you didn't even realize you were ticklish, but something about this owl feather, and you start like you're trying to nope, not gonna before you just lose it and start busting up laughing, trying to pull against the bonds. Teagan, give me a strength roll with advantage. Let's see if you can.
Jesus.
You fucked with the wrong player tic-tac today, did you now, Adnan?
Oh, my God. Please tell me tickling worked.
You better find that red flask, because you're gonna need it.
You know what? Yes. Teagan, you managed to break the bonds on your arms, but not around your legs. So you're strangling in before you come forward and try to swing at Adnan, but you just can't reach because of your feet and legs.
Nope, I can't reach, but I bet I can cast a spell.
When he comes free, I'm throwing the red flask and I'm going over by the preacher man, specifically behind Portia.
At this point, I was at where his arms are. I jumped back at some point, and y'all have lost your mind. I'm sitting by the wall.
It worked. You're half free, buddy.
No, you give me my damn boot back.
Here's your boot. Here's your flask. You have to do the rest yourself. You can do it.
Life
we
with
get-
you guys is never
When we get
dull.
upstairs, I swears, when we get upstairs. Oh, gonna see how far your dark-skinned ass can fly when I kick it.
Remember when I woke up and you were spooning me?
Maybe.
I'm just saying. Sometimes things come back around.
You know what? I'm gonna try and help Tegan get out of the other one then, just to watch this play out. So I'm gonna walk over to his bottom arm restraints. I'm gonna take a moment to kind of like steady myself, kind of get a good grip on it.
Time out there, Sparkles. Okay.
What?
Did anybody notice the big thing between my legs that's got, Claire in it? What do we
Yeah,
do about Claire? And I'm not referring to me, I'm talking about Claire in the thing.
How about we wait till Gerald wakes up because we don't want to fuck with shit while he's taking a siesta.
I think that's a damn good idea. I really do. I really do.
Boss just
Tegan's
coughs.
awfully agreeable with everybody today. Are you sure you're okay?
All right. So in the past 15 minutes, okay, I've been strapped to a table. I had my shirt melted off. I've had a man check my prostate in a very bad way. Okay.
The
And
man did not check
I,
your prostate.
I became a breath mint for who knows what. And that bastard tickled me with a fucking feather. And I'm gonna glare at Edna.
I think you're being a bit of a Karen right now, Tegan.
Oh, Karen, huh?
And
Shots
honestly,
fired.
Faust was very good with the blade. He seems to be pretty good with his hands. He might be able to figure some shit out.
I just don't want to wake up Claire.
Well, don't do it then.
Foster's
I'm
just gonna
not
be
gonna do
like,
it.
Claire is already awake, if I'm honest.
What?
It's fine though.
You don't do it.
What do you mean Claire's
Like,
awake?
what? Huh?
Well, it sent me images. I didn't really agree with some of them, except for one of them, but I already saw what happened to you, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to go near that one.
Did you make a date? Did you say yes?
I did no. I simply asked what it was, and it tried to make us sound like we could have a thing, but I was like, I don't want to do surgery on myself anytime soon. It probably would try to kill me anyway. I can't imagine it'd appreciate getting cut up.
Yeah, that thing's dangerous. Leave it alone.
Yeah, yeah.
We saw
How about I
more of
get
it to
this
fight.
dangerous person out of this table, and he can chase you around while I go figure out how the door opens. So I'm gonna use my I'm just gonna actually I've got an idea. If can I
It better not
similar
involve a
to
feather.
no similar to what Adanon did with his mage hand and helping the other dude pull, can I like have my own mage hand, my bonus action, also help me try and pull off this restraint around his leg?
So the restraint is not like a leather strap. It is part of the marble itself. It is
Mm.
thick, solid part of the table. Like you don't see anything to put your like a grip. Like there's Adnan's ankles are currently bleeding from him struggling against them. Not Adnan, Teagan. Sorry. Teagan's ankles are currently bleeding from the struggle against. His wrists, where they were, because it was a very snug fit, are rubbed raw from the struggle. And he's actively bleeding out of them. There's no there's no purchase to be had, and they're inch thick straps made out of whatever this weird polished stone is.
Never mind.
Maybe we should all just, take a moment and, maybe get some rest. Huh?
I'm gonna go over to where the door was. I'll pull out my lovely little trusty notebook as I was walking around scribbling some of the runes on the walls as they shone up, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Haven't seen that one before. That's different. And the door that is no longer there, does it still have like the runes around it?
Give me an investigation roll.
Okay.
Wow.
The You don't see the runes where that you saw being inscribed as he was tracing his finger around the door. You see a solid wall. Um, it feels like a solid wall, and you remember that the last bit of magic was transmutation. So the wood became stone. There is no doorway anymore.
Yeah. I can't see the runes, so I probably can't etch them out, unfortunately, people. This is not good. The wood was kind of turned to stone, so I'm going to be completely honest. Whilst I study magic, I can't really use magic.
So, in other words, we're pretty much stuck here till Gerald wakes up.
Do any of you guys have the ability to turn stone into something else?
No.
No.
Okay, I've got one more thing I can do to try and wake Gerald up. I can't imagine he's going to appreciate the invasive privacy this is going to be, but
Oh,
I'm gonna go over to
boy.
Gerald, and I'm
This
gonna sit down
escalated.
next to him, and I am going to use my detect thoughts and attempt to push myself into his mind to see if I can essentially kind of shunt him awake, because I don't want to sit in a room like this any longer.
Link what detect thoughts does.
It's like reading their thoughts. I'm seeing if I can make a connection. Oh my god, this is very long.
Do we hear like some 80s music? Like.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Well, that's a long one for sure.
Either way, the target knows I'm probing its mind. Oh gosh, that's not good.
Only bad if you have bad intentions.
Okay, so surface thoughts, there's nothing.
Oh wait, even while he's not even like dreaming thought, like just like
No.
oh,
There's no surface thoughts.
let's go deeper, gentlemen. Let's see if we can get him awake.
That's what she said.
What's your wisdom's? What's the save he's got to make?
It is wisdom saving throw. How do I check? Because it
What's
doesn't
your
say. Oh, here we
spell
go.
save
Spell
DC?
save. It is 16 apparently.
So he fails. He only got a 15. When you push beyond the surface, it's dark. There's not really verbal thoughts, more images of things, and what you see is Geralt in a center of something. There's no wall, so it's just black. And on his left is this bright silver light, but on the right is purple eyes with tendrils reaching out.
Oh. Oh no. Oh dear.
Care to
I
share
don't
with
think
the
I can
class?
interact.
Mm-mm.
I can't. Okay. I can't do anything with detect thoughts either. You can't enter people. No. Okay, I'm gonna drop out of that and look at the group and be like, we have a new problem. He's making a decision. And if he makes the wrong decision, this is going to be bad. It looks like he might be deciding between his power options at the moment, and I don't think that is a good thing. Any suggestions? Because like start spinning a soul dagger and be like, this is, I don't know what to do.
What? I'm confused.
There is you remember that purple thing that we just cut out of Teagan?
Claire.
Yeah.
From what I saw, right, Claire, I apologize. It might be that he's thinking of making a deal with it.
Does he have any symbols on his body, like any holy symbols or anything?
His amulet, the platinum dragon, is on his person. Yeah.
Here's what I suggest. Can we move them further apart on the room? I'm happy to transport this purple thing to the other side and maybe move him as far away from it as possible. But, like, I don't really know how this works, guys. I'm... First time to everything. Isn't that right, Teagan?
How many times can you go into a person's head?
I've got about, it's been like 30 seconds. You want me to go back in? We've got maybe like 10 more seconds of this.
No, I'm thinking like if we do move them further apart, can you go back in and check to see if he's getting closer to his light?
Not enough. I've got him. It's only lasts a minute, man.
I mean, can you do it more than once? So can you like, is it like a magic spell?
It's more like it's like this, and then I'll just like start talking in your head and be like, I can communicate like this, but if I like exert myself, I can push myself deeper and kind of see what you're thinking.
So like a once a day kind of thing.
Well, I mean, I assume what he did with Teagan was a once a day thing, so yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Actually, no, what he did to Teagan's probably more like a once a month thing.
Well, I like the idea of moving him further away. I'm pretty nervous about moving the purple thing. If we drop it and that thing comes, because that's how we got into this whole pickle. There was this guy holding a device and he dropped it and the purple thing came out and all hell broke loose. Long story short, I died.
I'll like lift up my bag and with my telekinetic and be like, look, I can carry it without touching it, as long as we just like maybe move them apart quickly, because I don't know how long we've got until he agrees or disagrees.
Portia, you want to help me move Gerald? I could use your strength.
Okay. Well, how? Would my strength be like the same or different? Like I can drag him by the foot, maybe?
Why do you ask hard questions? You take an arm, I take an arm. Let's just move them over to the wall.
I set my war pick down. Look at all y'all and don't touch it. And then I go and I help Adnan move Gerald.
Do you want to put the warp pick in his lap? And
No.
drag him? No? Do you want me to hold it?
No.
Okay.
Well, they're all bickering about who's going to pick up who and move who else. I'm going to cast message and try and shoot it through the stone where the door was and trace up the way we came to get it up to those guards that we saw.
You know that those guards are beyond 120 feet. They were at the top of the stairs, and you all were walking for 10 minutes before you entered the hallway. So that's way beyond your range of 120 feet.
Boss, you said that you could read some of the inscriptions that were around this room. Do you see any inscriptions that pertain to protection from good and evil that we
I'm
might
gonna
be?
like gesture to the big ring above us and be like, that's all it. And I don't know whether it's still there or whether he like expended it while we were doing this, but this isn't good.
Foss, did you move the crystal with your
Yeah, like
telekinetic?
I would have try to lift it up and move it like direct polar opposite to wherever he was.
When you do that, you get more images sent to your mind.
Oh, Jesus.
Boss is just gonna like grunt and be like, "Yep, we get it. Library, very cool. Well, you know what? You take over him. We're all gonna be stuck in this room because it's not gonna let you out."
Okay, so you've moved things. What else would you all like to do?
Does there appear to be any change in Gerald?
Gerald is still breathing, but not conscious. So no, there does not appear to be any change, any noticeable change at least.
But he is still breathing.
Yep.
Like shout across the room. I do have one idea. If this thing's stuck in this prism, my daggers can't physically harm objects, but I can't imagine it would enjoy me poking it through this this prism thing.
I'm afraid
I could
that
piss
the
it
more
off.
I'm afraid that it's going to try. It's trapped. It's desperate.
It's clearly gotten it somehow if it's inside his mind.
It's trying to get more power and strength to get out. I'm afraid. I don't know. I'm worried the more we provoke it.
It's already provoked, friend. I'm still shouting across the room. It's already provoked. We stabbed it a bunch.
I don't know what to do.
I'm just gonna slowly begin forming this dagger in my hand and kind of look at the prism, and then I'll like
Dear
telepathic it and be like, are you gonna let us out? Are you gonna let him go?"
I have
God.
Doesn't seem to
no
be any kind of
idea.
response.
Gentlemen, unless we have any better ideas, I don't want this thing to take over the priest, because that priest is pretty beefy.
Oh yeah, right. You don't want to know my ideas.
Well, yeah. Okay. All right. You know what? Hold up.
Faust is dead.
Wait, what was the? No, it was 2. We don't stab it. Never mind. We're saved. I'm just gonna keep shouting. Any ideas?
Teagan, do I even want to ask what your ideas were?
Kill the priest.
But then how will we get out?
Baby steps. Figure that problem out. But at least the purple eater won't take the priest over. I mean, I didn't say it was a good idea. And
Well,
I am kind of partial to him. He was, elbow deep inside me, so to
Well,
speak.
Isn't that how you made the deal and Adnan got offered the deal because you guys died?
Basically. So I'm wondering if maybe he didn't exert himself a wee bit too much and expire.
But he's
You
been
know,
breathing the whole time.
He's
trying to help.
breathing.
That doesn't mean jack shit.
I kind
I
of
was
feel
still
like
breathing, wasn't I? Maybe. I
No,
don't know.
I don't
Possibly.
know.
Hell, who knows? I drink a lot.
We were
Anyways,
battling spiders. I mean,
Investigating rocks.
who fucking knows?
as long as he's breathing, we have some hope. Because I know I died, and that's when it tried to take my soul.
You know what, guys? I honestly think poking it might be the idea to kind of like blackmail it in a sense.
You,
I feel like it's
you want
setting a trap.
you want to poke it.
But don't
Well,
we?
if we can maybe kill the larger portion of it that's connected into this prism, maybe it won't be enough for it to infect the priest too much.
All
Yeah,
right,
but the
so
larger portion of it is in the mines, and we're stuck in here.
What
I
if we
mean, the
beat
larger
on the
portion
wall?
of this section. What?
What if we just beat on the wall? Like maybe the guards will come.
We walked like 20 minutes down a bunch of stairs into like the underground. Like it seemed like 20 minutes. I don't know. My feet hurt.
I don't know. I know that fighting that thing is probably not in our best interest.
Oh, I had something. Foss is just sitting here like, I should have done that before we came in here. No, I've messed up. Okay.
What? I mean, ugh.
All
This
right, gentlemen. Let's
this room
blackmail it.
is just cylindrical with ruins along the top.
It's
and
a
an
cube.
al-
It's a cube.
That's cute.
And
It's four walls and then the floor and the ceiling. It's a cubed room
with an altar.
with a platform that was raised out of the floor to be at a comfortable height for Teagan to climb onto.
What if like is there anything underneath the platform? Like can
Stone.
we see? Oh, so there's not like a gap or anything.
Mm-mm. No, there's
all
no
right.
like secret basement that's underneath the little.
It was worth a
Okay, so
shot.
the crystal's been moved, aye.
The crystal
So
has been moved.
Portia, get me the hell up and off this table. All right, just take your little war pick and smashy smash. Not my legs, but see if you can't maybe break the restraint with your hammer. Pick,
You
chisel.
want me to attack the restraints with my war pick?
Yeah, see if you can break it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I broke it when I got tickled, didn't I?
I
Clearly, you have to be stronger than my tickle reaction.
oh okay.
Don't
So
hit me,
well that doesn't inspire much confidence.
please.
So I go to the restraints at his ankles and go to swing on one.
So you're gonna have to roll with disadvantage because of the height difference. It's not exactly an easy. You're having to do one of these numbers. You don't really have a whole lot of oomph.
Movement.
Right.
Oh,
Maybe.
I forgot about the wee ones. Faust, can you
It's not my fault. How can you forget? I'm 4 feet tall. I'm taller than I was last week, though.
Boom. Taller than I was last week, though.
and next week you may be a wee bit taller still.
No, as far hopefully we got rid of the evil entity that was in my soul.
Foss is like slowly forming a dagger in his hand and is just like making his way towards the cube that he like set down as far away from
Faust,
possible.
you
and
go
just talking
poking
to
that
it.
thing, and I'm gonna do bad things to you, man. I
It's
love you,
already.
and I appreciate this, snippy snip. But if you go poking the bear, just saying, I'm gonna put a firebolt right up your ass.
I do go ahead and do that weird swing.
The weird swing.
11. Your war pick just you miss. You don't impale flesh. You just hit the top of the table, and like your arm vibrates, and there's not even a scratch on the table.
Um,
All right,
that didn't work.
Plan B.
I'm up on my tippy toes. I don't think that worked.
It's okay. It's all right. Plan B. Adnon, get the feather.
Uh,
I'm just saying, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? It's gonna be a great plan. It's a good plan. It's a great plan. Faust, you do the little mind thing to the feather to tickle my boot. That way, when I swing, I don't accidentally on purpose hit anybody. And maybe I'll break free of these supports. Who knows? Channel my inner Lou Ferrigno. I don't see any feather action.
Has this?
I feel like we gave the feather a try. It got us halfway there. I don't think it's going to get us further. I'm a little worried. The more you struggle against those restraints, they might start cutting deeper and cause you some serious wounds. We're sort of in a position that we can't. I feel like our priority should be trying to get out of this room right now. Like, you're not going to die up there.
Wait, Adnan. Adnan, I got an idea, says Doug.
Fucking Christ, Doug, I forgot you were here the whole time.
Listen, I couldn't help with anything. But
Don't
what
look
if?
at me.
What if you tickle the priest?
You cheeky bastard, do it. That's a great idea.
It worked for Teagan, right? Sort of. That's all I got. That's all I
What's the
got.
worst that can happen?
I'll play my lute, and maybe something will happen.
I'm going to try investigating the wall where the door used to be to see if there's something there. Like, my thought is that if they were successful, there had to be a way to get a signal or something to the other side for somebody to do something to help. Like, there's got to be something like a hidden stone or like a secret switch, like some Raiders of the Lost Ark kind of shit in
Sure.
there. I don't know, but I
Yeah,
feel like there should be something.
yeah. Go ahead and
You
give me a investigation roll. Sure.
Do you mention that out loud?
Oh yeah, I do.
Well,
This whole entire thing.
what if the priest is carrying and those like 911 things?
Oh shit, check his pockets. Fuck yeah, let's rob the priest.
I didn't say let's rob the priest. I said let's see
I'm
if
just
he's
saying,
got like
you know,
an emergency beacon thing. Because they got to know that he was coming down here.
Yeah,
I-
like
I checked the
like a
priest's
life alert
pockets.
thing,
I don't
right?
know.
Yo, babe,
Yeah,
oh, I
exactly.
found it in the shower.
That's exactly what I thought of. But I don't know what I'm looking for. But I start looking through his pockets for.
So Adnan's
something.
looking at the wall. Portia, you're looking through the priest's pockets for. Okay. Portia,
we
give
all
me
should be
a
locked in here
investigation roll. Damn.
Wow.
Adnan, you got a wall.
yeah,
It's
I
a
found
really
stone.
nice. It's a very nice, smooth wall. You don't feel any inscriptions or anything. There's no plates to push. Um, Portia, as you are going through poor Geralt's body pockets things, you noticed a couple of things. First, his holy
Please tell me it's a
symbol.
bulge.
His holy symbol. Stop it. It's not appropriate. His holy symbol is extremely warm. Like almost burning warm. Um, and you do see within a pouch off to the side is a disc, a rectangular disc that's maybe about 7 inches tall, 3 inches wide, and I don't know, very very thin. It's not a very thick disc. Um, it has there's looks like some sort of scribing on it, but it's not a language that you understand. Otherwise, you do find a bit of jerky, a half-eaten biscuit, and about 12 copper pieces.
I don't take anything from him but the disc thing. Um, does anybody know anything about holy symbols? His symbol's really warm. And I found this weird disc thing that's got these runes on it, and I have no idea what that says.
So at the sound of discs, I'm gonna start walking towards it and be like, okay, we have a better option than stabbing it. I'll accept that and just throw away the knife, away from the thing, and turn around and just like that pivot walk and just be like, nope, and start walking back towards Portia and
Right,
see if I
Portia,
can look at the disc.
hand me the disc. Let me see if I can't tell what it is.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I mean, who, like,
Boss was reading shit on the walls before. Let him have a look at it.
okay.
We can both
He
look at
also
it,
wanted
okay?
to go poke Claire.
How about
You
this?
wanted to poke Claire too.
I go.
Claire
Once
was
I
part of me. That's why I was wanting to poke her. I was poking her to push her out. It was called goading her.
I'm poking her to kill her.
How about I put this disc over here, I stand over here, and you guys work on it together? There
He
we
can't
go.
walk. He's stuck on the table.
Exactly.
I'll
so go
take
over
it.
to the table. I go.
Oh,
over
okay. I thought you put it away from the table.
No.
I would have personally. I would have laid it on the floor and told him to come look at it.
That's what I thought happened. I was like, oh.
Oh man.
Really goes with your personality, Adnan. But I really just want to get out of here.
Me
I
too.
guess I'll go look at
I want
it.
to look at the desk and I want to try and study or see if I can recall anything like this. Is it a magic item? Is it a mirror? Is it a never-ending something or other?
Say that again?
Broke up.
Yeah.
I want to look at the desk. I
Okay.
want to see what it is. I want to investigate. Do I know? Is it magical? Is it religious?
What languages do you know?
Abyssal, Elvish, Infernal, Common, and Asshole.
It's
Fluent
it's a
in
none.
asshole.
It's a none of those languages. You do not know what it is. You do know that when she hands it to you, it's heavier than you expected, and it seems to be made out of either silver or platinum. They're very close together as far as color wise. Um, the front face of it, if you will, is some sort of language you don't understand. But when you flip it over to the back, it is the exact same depiction that was on the door before you all came down. Of a larger single-headed dragon looked like in combat against a slightly smaller five-headed dragon.
Am I holding this?
You are?
Am I holding it in my hand? Where am I in relation to where the door was?
When you are sitting straight up, you look forward, and that is the door.
About how far away? 5, 10?
It's about 8 feet away from you.
About 8 feet away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it at it.
Can I catch it with Mage Hand?
Jesus
Sorry.
fucking
not.
Christ!
Where's the god? I got an idea, guys. Check this out.
Teagan,
Better than
Teagan, give me a strength roll
Oh, Jesus
as
Christ!
you throw the tablet against the door. Not a save, a strength roll.
Shit!
A pure strength roll, not a save.
So
Just click the button above whatever your modifier is for strength. Like if it's a 1 or a 2, you just click the number for strength itself.
In the history of bad ideas, this is a solid top 3 right here.
And we've had some doozies on that.
Yeah.
Faust, is your mage hand a bonus action?
Yeah. No, wait, hold up. Mage hand. No, one action. Whole action.
So you're not able to summon your mage hand in time to catch this. As Teagan goes, I got an idea. Chucks it, and it goes like 5 feet before crashing onto the ground and breaking.
I knew it, you goddamn son of a bitch! Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna go over to the broken pieces and just be like, okay, and can I like flip it back to the side that was legible and just start like puzzle piecing to put it back together and be like try and make out what the words were saying if I can understand it.
Wait, wait. Doesn't Doug? Can't he do mending? Because remember, he tried to do the mending with the sticks before he apologized to the avian.
That's right, Doug.
I was like that cheese
Doug with a
snap
U.
eyes, Doug.
I need you. Can you fix that?
I mean,
Fuck me.
I can give it a shot. I only had a little bit of practice at Avian Imbrick's store with some
Doug,
like copper and
Doug.
steel.
Doug, look at me. Look at me, Doug. I need you to unfuck this.
Yeah, you do. I'm so pissed off. I'm grabbing that owl feather and I'm tickling the shit out of him. I'm hiding below the table and I'm tickling the fuck out of him.
As Doug comes over, can I like I don't know, pull out one of my magic books that I like to read and just be like, look, I can help you a little bit. You're gonna have to do the hard work though. Like I can explain how it works. I can't do it myself, but maybe we can work together and help you. But if we can get this fixed, I think it's our way out of here when it's not in pieces. As I look up at Teagan and go,
So, Doug reaches into one of the pouches at his belt and pulls out 2 stones that are kind of a deep gray, with a polished deep gray look, and he sets them on either side of the tablet, and he kind of just pulls his hands out and above it, and the stones start to glow for a second before they stop. And he tries again. Guys, I don't think magic works in here.
Of course it works, Doug. We used it earlier.
I didn't use any magic.
Doug, are you broken?
I used magic. I cast Mage Hand.
I am going to continue to piece the pieces back together to see if I can make any words out.
Guys, in my defense, in my mind, that went entirely different. It was gonna be like boom, and then the thing was gonna be bam, the door, and you would all gonna be like, "Yay, Teagan, you're the greatest!" And
Can I make out like one of the words as I'm putting it together?
So what you put together is 5 pieces.
Yeah.
And Doug goes, I think I could only do 1 piece. I
Let
think
me see
it's
if I can read it first.
too many pieces.
What you got,
Oh.
Faust?
I'll see if I can read it first before he picks any particular spot to
So what languages do you know again?
Everything Teagan can speak but Celestial instead of Abyssal.
Oh, so you're proficient asshole.
Yeah, an asshole. Yeah. Doug taught it to me on my way over here.
you know what? With Doug, that was probably
Stop!
Just
I could teach him sarcasm real quick if that would help him.
It is in Celestial, and it is the story of. It's a very brief description of how the Platinum Dragon banished Tiamat.
Boss stands up, looks at the prism, starts summoning his dagger, and he's just slowly making his way over to the prism.
I
Hey,
think, guys, I
Easy,
think
Sparkles.
I agree with Faust on this one. Unless you have any other ideas, like on.
let's take the priest over to where the door used to be.
You might as well take the bits of the thing as well, but I'm like
Yeah,
not
fuck
even
it.
looking as
No,
I'm talking. I'm still
I'm
walking,
gonna
just facing the prison.
Try and
Just
put
start
one
dragging.
piece at a time back together instead of all 5 pieces. Do one piece, and that seems to be slowly working. When he conjoins 2 pieces for one break, that starts to repair itself, and so it takes him about 7-ish minutes, but he does eventually put the tablet thing back together.
I'm like standing at the prism now, and I'll be like, if this doesn't work,
All right,
I'm
Doug.
killing it.
Hand me the disc again. I'm feeling a little stronger with my left arm.
No, no, Doug. Take
No,
that shit over to the door.
I'm gonna push it against the door.
Please.
Maybe I
please,
gotta
dear
flip
God.
it.
Please.
Is the door here? Is the door over here?
I'm just gonna like point out where the door was for him. Just be like,
Okay.
there.
In that case, I'll give him advantage on that roll. Is the door here?
Does Doug have his own?
Where
thing?
where is it? It's over here?
Oh my gosh.
No, it's
Alright,
over
then
here.
I'll
It's over
just-
All
here.
right, see it, Doug.
It's over
straight-
here.
Right there. It's straight
R-
ahead.
Right here.
Your left.
Oh, that's weird. And the tablet is gone.
I'm walking through the wall where the door used to be. It's an illusion.
Boom! Right into a wall.
Son of a bitch.
Teagan,
Yeah.
your feet restraints open,
Oh, Adnan, you're fucked.
and the platform starts to go down.
I'm gonna flip up, hop off, and reach for a flask.
Maybe the holy symbol will unlock something.
But the holy symbol's like really hot. Well, not hot,
I
but it's really
wouldn't.
warm.
I
Maybe
would not take that
it
off
could
him.
be like fighting against the entity too. Maybe we shouldn't mess with it.
That could be like maybe this thing's like it recognizes his body. Like if we just hold him, drag him along the wall, something will open. I don't know. I'm at a loss here, but
Okay.
whatever. If Teagan comes up with an idea, let's not do that because this throwing shit around was such a
You
My
guys,
God.
you guys all
Could have
hear.
worked.
Oh, let's not do that again.
amen, brother.
You're okay?
As Geralt
Um,
stands, leans back up against the wall, and just, you got out of your restraints. Good job.
I did. I'm gonna slowly back away from him, and I'm gonna just kind of, yeah.
might walk up between
Where's-
Teagan and
Where's the crystal thing? I need it.
It's safe. It's
Nope.
safe.
I need.
It's
I
safe.
need the crystal thing.
It's over
Well,
there.
Oh.
Nope.
I'm like
Yeah.
ask him. I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna be like, "Which one did you choose, buddy?"
Which one of what?
You know. I saw it.
But
Which
hear
one
me
did
out.
you choose?
Maybe the door won't open because it senses evil still.
But I mean,
Of course it senses evil still. There's a little bit left.
Then
It's
you?
got to be put back in. You guys can
I
see that there's a small silver glow still in his left hand, and there is a small bit of purple tendril wiggling around.
Take him the thing.
Luke Skywalker's ass, man. Chop that
Aye.
shit off.
I'm gonna walk up and summon my dagger and be like, I hope you chose the right person, because I'm this is probably gonna end badly for me. Oh god.
Before you do that, mans, why don't you bring that crystal a wee bit
I
closer? I'm not touching it. Sorry. Jazz hands, I'm out.
Can you hold it for a moment, Adenon?
Yeah. No.
Your magic of that with that hand is similar to my own.
Oh, I was going to use the hand to try to pull the tendril for you so you could cut it. Unless
As you all are talking about this, the silver glow is dimming. He goes, I don't have much energy.
Okay,
fucking
I'm
hang on there.
running.
Take
Yeah,
the
I'm just
crystal
gonna
over there.
throw the knife. I'm gonna throw the
Alright,
knife
shit.
before this
Fuck
thing
me.
disappears.
I'm gonna grab the crystal, pick it up, and carry it over to him.
Okay. So you're going to pick up the crystal, but the knife has been thrown. I need you to make an attack roll.
You fuck weasel.
I'm cutting this thing before this thing. I don't trust him at all, not one bit. I haven't moved yet, have I? I don't think so. I don't know.
Make your attack roll.
why do we continue down these paths?
33 is the first one.
Like a fucking assassin you are.
So you throw your blade, and your blade pierces Gerald's hand. As Gerald is holding onto the last remnant, Gerald's hand lets go out of a reaction of pain, and the tendril follows a path straight to you, Faust. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Teagan, I need
I'm
you
gonna
to
try
make...
and intercept that tendril with the crystal.
Teagan, give me a dexterity check to see if you can be quick enough. Not a save, just click the dexterity button.
Proficient in wisdom saving throws. I can't add my thing. No.
Come on, bastard.
Okay. You don't get there in time to get...
Mercy token.
Hang on. Do you have one to spend?
I do.
Deep for mercy tokens. Teagan does have a mercy token to spend. How are you going to use your mercy token to change this fate? What do you do?
As I was spinning with the crystal, as I was spinning to try and intercept that tendril, I realized that I wasn't going to make it in time. And I growled, "Not this time, you bitch." And I'm going to lunge and throw my whole body, everything, face first into the ground to try and stop it with the crystal in front of me. And I'm going to take a fucking stone sandwich right to the dome. And bare-chested, scrapey, just crystal, pow!
Okay. So here's what happens. Faust, you threw your psychic knife trying to hit the tendril but missed and instead pierced Gerald's hand. In reaction to pain, he let go and the last silver light that was containing this thing is gone. And as it reaches towards you, like time seems to stand still and slow down, and the only thing in your head is, oh no, I'm not going to be able to move in time. I wonder if I really will get books. No, probably not. I cut it a lot. Oh, fuck. Before Teagan, jumping with the crystal, intercepts the last little bit of Claire and face first onto the stone floor. Teagan, you will take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall. And now I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for keeping a hold of the crystal, which, as you bounce, the crystal is released.
No, it moves. It doesn't resummon. Never mind. Can't use. I can't help him. Oh wait, I can use telekinetic as a bonus action. Can I make it so it pulls back into his hand? No, it's a creature. It's not an object. No. All right, it's gone.
It's a crystal.
I would say it's an
So-
object at this point.
Yeah, but I can only
Does-
telekinetic creatures.
Right.
Uh-oh.
You can move creatures in what direction, though? Any
Forward-
direction that you want?
Can I
Oh,
push him
shit.
into
Are
it?
you
Can I
gonna
push him into
Oh,
it?
my face, my poor face. My poor face.
I'm just gonna use my bonus action to
I'm not gonna get
telekinetic
that
shove Teagan further forward to try and re-grab this thing. You can willingly fail this save to just get pushed.
So,
Like-
Teagan, as you are, as you see the crystal falling, as you faceplant, look up, see the crystal going, like dread. If that thing breaks, you feel a force trying to push you towards it. Do you resist or do you allow the force?
Oh, giddy up, my darling. Let's go.
Okay. I need you to make another dexterity saving throw to catch it.
For the love of God. With advantage for being pushed.
That was given no advantage. It was just a chance. It's a
The mercy
chance to
tokens
catch it.
able to be used on anything?
Anything that
Can I
makes
catch it with my
sense.
face?
I can't.
The mercy token is only only limited by your imagination, and it has to make sense.
I've got nothing. I was thinking maybe if I pulled a patch off and threw it at it, it would just summon something to catch it underneath.
What
but
if?
maybe
What
not.
if? What if?
Is anybody
As-
near him?
As you pushed me forward towards it, okay, and I'm fumbling it, right? And I'm grabbing, I'm fumbling, I'm grabbing, I'm fumbling. But maybe I'm heading towards you. And then maybe we kind of smash and it gets stuck between the two of us? No? Maybe
would
it shatters into a
definitely-
million pieces and we're
No,
all,
I've only
ape shit
used
fucked.
my bonus action. I should have just used my bonus
No.
action to dash.
If he's here, you're doing this. Right?
Is there
So
anybody in the vicinity?
Fumbling it.
So hang on.
So-
So this is him. He threw the dagger at poor Gerald over here. You turned and you made your leap in between the two before falling and going forward more. So he's like behind you now.
I mean, at least it's only a couple of inches off the ground after you face plant, so it's not like it's fallen 20 feet. Is there
would I have time for an action or just bonus
No.
actions?
No. Action
I
is
can't
6
even
seconds.
move
This
then.
is happening all real quick. And as
well,
the crystal
I'm tumbling
falls
and
onto the
fumbling,
ground,
I'm gonna just try and not Chicago bear it, and I just
and you fail. As it fumbles and smashes into the ground, seemingly fine.
Claire, you rotten bitch.
I imagine
Alright.
by this time Mage Hand is up.
If you were starting to cast it, yes.
Yeah, I will use my Mage Hand and secure that item.
Okay.
I need to go apologize to a priest as I'm walking over to the priest.
He
I'm gonna
just
stand up, old bucktooth, and I'm almost had it, guys.
he just looks at you, Foss, and goes, "Why? Why?
I'm just
Why?
gonna like deep
Why
bow
was it?
and be like, I
How?
watched a scene play out. All right, I am sorry.
What?
I couldn't see
What?
what decision
What?
you made at the end.
What do you mean by the decision?"
Well, I saw you in the middle between what I assume is your light and the purple stuff, and it had already tried to sway me, so I was under the impression that it tried to sway you too. Sorry, I'm sorry. Look, I
It
can fix
was.
up your hand, but not
It.
probably the.
It was trying to take over, not sway me.
And I didn't know if it did or not. All right.
Let's get you out of here.
I need help.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Give him the red flask.
Is it the potions? Do you have
No, the
potions
red
in the red
flask
one?
is what's left of the bacon bourbon.
Let me see.
That'll put us, spring in his step.
Yeah. let's get you help, and I'm gonna go over and kind of like put him, what is it like? Is it underneath my shoulder? How does that work?
If you get I'm kind of short, so I just kind of
Yeah, I'll put
get
him.
the
I'll
other
put one arm
side,
over my
but
shoulder. Yeah.
I do go, okay, let's try this again. Hope it helps. How tall is he? I guess I kind of like hit his arm and cast Cure Wounds again.
He looks after you do so. He looks down and he goes, "Thanks, but I'm not that kind of hurt."
Oh, see, okay, you're just exhausted. Well, I tried to help. That's what I get for trying to help. Can somebody taller than me help this poor guy out of here?
Yeah, I've got him. Like I've
We
managed
gotta
to probably get his one arm over him,
go over
drag him into
there.
the door.
Um, as you all or somebody is helping him to the quote unquote doorway, he does look over at you, Adnan, and he goes, "You got that right? You're good.
What do you want me to do with it?
You're gonna need that to get the rest of it. Don't
Huh?
drop it."
We need it to get the mines. Keep it safe, is what he's trying to say.
Oh shit.
We need it, yeah.
We need a bag to put it in. Something
Yeah.
safe, something soft.
Well, maybe we can
I've
find
got the
something
bag.
up
I'll
out.
just
there.
I'll take the rest of what's left of my shirt off, and I'll hold it out so that we can wrap it up in that.
If you'd like, you could put it in my bag. I've got a very nice spot where I keep all my special books that I don't want to get damaged. But I think this is kind of more important.
Yeah, I'm not giving it to Teagan, and it's not going anywhere near him. He's broke enough stuff.
Just
guess
my
I'll
face.
I'll mage, no, not mage hand, a telekinetic hand, grab my bag and just kind of like swoosh it over to Teagan.
I will set our precious cargo in there.
And then I'll tell it. It'll bring it back over to me as I'm dragging this man through the doorway, and just be like, "Okay, let's move, guys. I'm tired of this room. I am tired. I do need more alcohol in me. I've never tried it before. Let's try some now. I've tried wine actually.
My 4-foot self is trying to help you somehow with a war pick under one arm and I'm still
You-
trying to learn how to operate with only
You
one
all
hand.
you collect the crystal and its base, put it in a safe place. A couple of you, Doug can help as well to help support Geralt as he goes over to the door and he retraces in a reverse direction what he traced previously, and the stone slowly melts into wood again, and the door opens inward. And he kind of just gives direction on how to get back out. Um, as you all are, some of you are helping him walk. It's not exactly a fast thing. But eventually, you guys do come back up the stairs through the large metallic doors, and he kind of tells you the rest of, or gestures towards the rest of the direction back into the main foyer. And when he gets you all to the main chamber, he just goes, "Okay. So hopefully that doesn't get into any more people. I strongly suggest that what you kill that has it in it, that crystal is nearby, so that it goes into the crystal and not the person that killed whatever its host is. Because I don't think I could do that again."
Do I need to take you anywhere in particular? Are your guards going to take you to like a room or something? Or
I I am where I need to be. I will be fine after a rest, a meal, maybe even a hot bath.
so good.
I might
Unless there's
splurge.
lava and demons nearby. Not fun then. Oh, not
Lava and demons.
not fun to take near us near them. You'll be fine though.
What? You've
Okay,
you've
fine.
taken baths with lavas and demons?
Well, nothing happened. It's fine. Okay, let's go.
Oh dear. When you guys are at that main chamber, the Tortle and Rashal are not there.
Is there a statue of like the Tiamat, like a big one, like a main altar area?
Of Tiamat, definitely not.
Oh, not Tiamat. Sorry, Bahamut.
There's not statues so much as just depictions of him. Not a large, like, not a three-dimensional representation. It's only two-dimensional out here.
Okay, I was just gonna say I wanted to go to like a central spot, just kind of be like nod my head down and be like, oh god, um, didn't mean to harm one of your priests. Uh, uh, uh.
I'd like to
Sorry.
look around and see if I can't find someone, or I can ask them
Yeah.
if they may have seen where Rochelle and Half Shell ran off to.
Somebody tells you that they don't know what half shell or turtle you're talking about, but Rashal did leave here about 2 hours ago.
Okay. I lads, I really would like to go speak with Rochelle. I have questions, and I feel like the questions can only be answered by somebody with more arcane knowledge than me.
Well, weren't we gonna ask him if he knew where Leaf went too?
Sure. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So are we gonna go on to the bookworm's treasure?
Is that what it's called? Is that what the library is called?
Can I get
Yeah.
could I get a shirt? Does anyone have an extra shirt?
Oh, I do actually. So,
Oh, shit.
will it fit you? Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of just a regular. It was technically a spare set of clothes in case I ran into your trouble. Not like your trouble. I mean like the losing your clothes trouble.
If not, I got a jester's outfit.
Oh,
I don't actually have any clothes on me. I was joking. I don't know where they went actually. It appears that just his outfit is your only option.
One of the priests goes, "I can get you a vestment of Bahamut."
shit. Yeah.
He has no idea what you just said.
Yep. That'll work. Is it gonna cover up my manly bits?
I might go to Portia and ask, do you think they'll make me pay because I injured one of their priests very quietly?
So you're given a robe that you put over your head. It's not an open in the front. It's like a longer gown kind of a thing. It's of a thicker maybe wool, but it is of a brighter silver color, and over the heart is a depiction of the platinum dragon.
Well, I'd rather think that it matches my eyes.
Looks cute on you.
Yes.
Let's get out of here. So I start leaving the temple.
Okay.
Yes. Yep. Here's me thinking. I was like, boss is like, I can't ask that priest if I could learn how he did the soul grabby thing because he's probably very annoyed at me. Okay. Leave.
It takes you guys and girl about 20 minutes to get back to the bookworm's treasure. Um, the store is not open and the door is locked.
I'd like to knock on the door.
Okay.
See if
You-
Rochelle's home.
Yeah, you knock and you give it a good amount of time due to the new physicality that you've seen him in, but there doesn't seem to be any response.
Maybe he went back to Troll Skull.
Do we know about what time of day it is? It's been a really long day. How many people's souls have we saved within the last 48 hours?
It is late evening. It's probably getting close to about at least dinner time, close to there. You don't know exact, but it's late evening.
Maybe we should just
You wanna head on
Go-
home?
go back and recover for the evening.
You guys are in a rush to get to some cave mine thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
right now I think maybe we all should just get some rest. Get a bite to eat, some rest, and
We still have
Train.
8 days.
try and pre-grain.
I really want to go inside that building that
I
we're
do
at
feel
right
a wee
now.
bit parched, a little tired.
Are there any like window? No, there's no windows, is there?
To the library, to the
Yeah.
bookworm's treasure. There are windows, but you don't see what's beyond them.
Oh, okay.
You'll get to come back. We're good friends with Rochelle.
That's good. I really want to come back here. This is a nice place.
I would say we're friends with him. I don't know if I would throw the good in. It's been a bit of an up and down relationship.
Very
I
true.
heard about something about some Rochelle at some point, but
It's complicated, would sum it up.
I think all of our relationships with our friends are complicated.
Me too. Me too.
Story of the century.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay, so
home it is.
you guys go back home to Troll Skull Manor. And Faust, this is your first time here in this town. They bring you to 5-6 story tall building, um, with a large tower up at the top, some sort of lookout maybe. But they go in what looks like a side door, and it kind of makes you think, is this a bar? And then when you open the doors and you walk in, this is definitely a bar. There are a couple of changes than the last time you all were here. First, the explosion damage is gone. The floor is no longer cracked, burnt, and sunken in. Before you see sitting at a bar stool, or sitting on a bar stool, leaning on the bar, with a drink in his claws, an older golden dragonborn.
It's our homie.
Behind the bar, cleaning up a glass cup, is an elven man that you don't know, but he's dressed in a fashion that isn't current. The broken mirror is no longer broken. The shelves of alcohol have been seemingly put back. And the elf turns as he's talking to the dragonborn, turns and looks at you all and goes, "Huh, the masters have returned."
Rochelle, you right bastard.
Leaf?
You figured it out.
Is that guys? Is that Leaf?
Yes, Madam Portia.
Portia like goes and like jumps on him. I'm so sorry I blew you up. I'm sorry.
He is not a mechanical body. You
So I just
feel
feel
warmth.
nothing.
No.
Oh.
You feel a solid, warm,
Yeah, he's not a
elven
ghost.
body.
Why is he not a ghost?
Rochelle, you want
I
to
don't
explain?
know.
You want
But
you
I
And
fears I blew him
what
up
we
and
got
now he's
here.
here.
he kind of like gently pats you. He goes, "Quite the story to tell. Drinks, shall we?"
Yes.
And you watch as he turns into two of him. One goes back into the kitchen. The one that was already standing there turns around and gets a couple of different alcohols and cups. The other one is bringing out food, sets it down before the two become one again. It seems like that duplication ability is still there, because he had that before. And also on the bar, sitting or on the bar next to Rashal, you all can see what looks like a a gunmetal silver, a darker silver arm, and about forearm height is a very familiar blue crystal that is reminiscent of Cade's power source.
Oh my god.
And that's where
Well,
we will end tonight's episode of Waterdeep
bastard
Dragon
Rochelle.
Heist.